There's a shocking reason why some accident victims receive full compensation, while others with almost identical injuries get nothing. There are 5 dangerous lies that separate those who recover completely from those who end up facing financial ruin. I'm attorney Tim Summelroth of RSH Legal. For the past 27 years, my firm and I have been helping Iowans fight for the fair compensation they deserve. If you or someone you love has been injured and wants a free consultation with an attorney they can trust, call me at 319-895-1847. Let's dive into those 5 dangerous lies now. Lie number 1. If you didn't cause the car accident, you don't have to do anything in order to get compensation. If you were injured in a car crash in Iowa, you cannot assume that overworked police or state patrol officers will take the time to discover the whole truth about what happened. The responsibility to produce evidence supporting your car accident claim is ultimately on you, the injured motorist. Under Iowa law, a car accident victim who wants compensation for an accident-related injury must prove the other driver was at fault for the accident, the at-fault driver caused harm to the car accident victim, and the amount of the car accident victim's harms and losses. If the car accident victim cannot prove every one of those facts in court, they are not entitled to compensation under the law. That means the burden of proving everything falls on you, from identifying important witnesses at the accident scene to providing documentation of all injury-related harms and losses. If a car wreck results in a serious injury, someone acting on behalf of the injured motorist must ensure that all necessary photographs are taken, all important records, like the at-fault driver's cell phone records, are preserved, and all eyewitnesses are interviewed. Every year, car accident cases are lost because of the mistaken belief that a ticket against the other driver was enough proof to get compensation. So now that you understand the burden of proof falls on you as the victim, you might think that your own insurance company will step up to help. But this common assumption could be your next costly mistake. Lie number 2. You can trust your own auto insurance company after a car accident. There are many good reasons to be skeptical when an insurance company spends millions of dollars on advertising claiming that it is on your side. One of those reasons is that the biggest threat to getting fair compensation after a car accident may come from your own auto insurance company. This happens when either the at-fault driver doesn't have valid insurance or doesn't have enough insurance to cover all of the harms and losses caused by the accident. Currently, the state of Iowa only requires drivers to purchase $20,000 of liability insurance to legally drive in our state. If the other driver had no insurance or not enough insurance, usually your only chance to get fair compensation will come from your own uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage. That means you'll be seeking accident-related compensation from your own auto insurance company. Even the possibility of you making a claim under your own uninsured or underinsured motorist policy will cause an insurance company to go into pay as little as possible mode. Insurance representatives are trained to use tactics to reduce car accident claim payouts, even when the injured person is their own customer. That's why you should not assume that your own insurance company is looking out for your best interests. Injured motorists need to be on guard against questionable practices from their own insurance companies. While discovering that your own insurance company may not be your strongest ally can be disheartening, many accident victims hesitate to seek legal help because of another widespread myth about what happens when attorneys get involved. Lie number 3. If you hire an attorney, you'll have to go to court. Thanks to Hollywood, the courtroom seems like a very intimidating place to most people. Car accident victims are often worried that if they hire an attorney, they'll end up on trial being harshly questioned by a tricky lawyer. But like many things in life, when it comes to our legal system, don't believe everything you see on television. In Iowa, most car accident claims are settled out of court, even when an attorney is involved. Some studies show that as many as 90% of claims settle before trial. Insurance companies often settle cases for a fair amount because an attorney is involved. They know that a good car accident attorney presenting a legitimate case at trial poses a risk of a big payout for them. Insurance companies usually want to avoid that risk by offering a fair settlement before trial. It's also important to know that the choice to go to court always rests with you, the client. You decide whether or not to take a case to trial, not the attorney. Good attorneys will offer their opinions about whether going to trial is in your best interest, but ultimately, it's your decision. Even though you now know that hiring an attorney doesn't automatically mean a stressful courtroom battle, some accident victims still consider handling negotiations themselves. This is a decision that could put your rightful compensation at risk. Lie number 4. There's no danger in trying to negotiate a car accident settlement on your own. Insurance companies, like all corporations, have one job: to make money. They make money by taking in insurance premiums and then paying out as little as possible when claims are made. Don't be fooled by the advertising. After a car accident, insurance companies are not your good neighbor, they are not on your side, and you are not in good hands. Why is all that important to remember if you have a car accident claim? Because the insurance representative's goal in a settlement negotiation is not to pay a fair amount, it's to pay the least amount possible. When attempting to negotiate a car accident claim on your own, remember these important points. 1. If you start out by asking for too much, it shows that you don't understand the system, and the insurance representative will stop taking you seriously. 2. If you start by asking for too little, you set an artificial ceiling on what the insurance representative will pay you, even if you're actually entitled to more money. 3. If you agree to settle before figuring out your full legal obligations, your health insurance, your disability insurance, you might discover that you don't actually get to keep any of your settlement money. So how can you find out if your claim is safe to handle as a do-it-yourselfer? This is another question that can and should be asked of a personal injury attorney during a free initial consultation. Any competent Iowa car accident attorney should be able to clearly explain the benefits and potential risks of negotiating your specific claim without legal representation. Understanding those dangers of negotiation alone is crucial, but there's one final trap that insurance companies count on victims falling into. This is a mistake that can permanently limit your recovery and leave you with mounting medical bills long after the settlement check is cashed. Lie number 5. A quick settlement is always in your best interest. It's important to remember most insurance companies will only issue one settlement check after a car accident injury. After that one settlement check, the other driver's insurance will never pay any additional money for that claim in the future, even if your injury gets worse or if you need future medical treatment. If any of the following situations apply to you, you should usually avoid a quick settlement. You're still receiving medical care for accident-related injuries. Your accident-related injuries will likely require additional medical treatment in the future, or you have not yet been able to return to normal activities, especially work-related activities. Now that you're armed with the truth about these 5 dangerous lies, you're better equipped to protect yourself after an accident. But knowing what to avoid is just the first step towards securing the full compensation that you truly deserve for your injuries. It's crucial to understand the truth about the claims process and make informed decisions based upon accurate information. Don't let lies about personal injury cases prevent you from getting the compensation you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured here in Iowa and you would like to set up a free consultation with an experienced attorney who will fight for what you deserve, please call us today at 319-895-1847. Our conversation will be confidential, it will cost you nothing, and it can potentially get you the best settlement possible for your case. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to this channel and make sure you watch this next video.